Good evening. So tonight, this afternoon, this evening, I'm going to be showing off yet another new car, a special model to me. I hope that you enjoy it also. But before I get to that, I wanted to give sort of a shout out, and it's quite a long one here as many of you will know that on January 15th, I put out a short video, and it was your favorite top five challenge. And the response to this has been phenomenal. It's just been amazing. Sorry, sip of coffee here. Product placement. They're going to sponsor me. So the response to the top five has been amazing. So far, as of today, 16 channels have responded. The very first channel to respond was Matchbox Man HW24, young man from the New York area. Then Mountain 66, Todd from Canada. The infamous Gary of Gary's Diecast Collection. Whale Season Uno 64, who's a young man from, I believe, from the west coast of the United States. David Johns, our good friend from Twice Diecast. Diecast Clown 164 Cardboard Garage. I believe the Cardboard Garage. I forgot to write that down, but I remembered because I watched one of his videos before. Collins Diecast 164 Customs. And I'm sorry, Colin, I forget where you're from. Rat Blacks Diecast from here in the United States, I believe from the Chicago area. Building the Ultimate Matchbox Collection, Tyrone from Australia. David Beeson, who is, I believe, from northern Pennsylvania. Red Room Diecast, I believe that is Bog from Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong. Diecast Looney, a channel I only recently discovered, and unfortunately I cannot remember where Diecast Looney is from. But if he could, shout out himself in the comments. Scale Enthusiasm, a new channel, and again, I'm sorry. I think it's Canada, but it could be the United States. And from the UK, everybody's favorite diecast channel, Sol's Diecast Dynasty. And then today, somebody who I only discovered recently, and I don't know their name, is Microlocity. So far, up to date, there are 16 response videos. I'd love to put links to all of their channels down below. I just don't know if I can copy and paste 16 links in the comments. So I've given everybody a shout out, and we'll see about getting links to some of these channels out there. You guys have done a tremendous job of supporting me. The challenge isn't so much about supporting me. I was actually curious about what are your favorite, why and what are your favorite castings. And it's amazing. Some of them are beautiful, super treasure hunts or rare cars. Others of them are cars that, hey, my dad drove that, my mom drove that, I had that when I was younger. Or this was the very first car I got when I collected them. Or these are the cars that I played with when I was a child. And we all call this a diecast community, and it truly is, because a lot of you have supported me, and I hope in my way that I've been able to support you. Funny enough, not the 5-car channel, but challenge, but I was watching Chasing Diecast Cars, his live video today, and at the end of his unboxing of a gift from some schmuck, he had seen that I had done a short video on cars that I'd actually owned in real life, and now I had versions of in diecast, or as close as I could get. And he even, he pulled out the first car he learned to drive on, I believe a BMW 5 Series, and then there was a Volvo 760, and right up until his current ride, a Honda Civic. So, in our own ways, we all learn a little about each other and about the world. And Saul and others, Saul of Saul's Diecast Dynasty and David of Twice Diecast, often say, "Oh, well, you got to check out Joe's channel. His knowledge is, amazing." And I'll say that I'm a car guy. I know about cars. I'm an old man, and I've been a gearhead since I was a teenager, barely a teenager. Even when I was doing my paper route at the age of 13, I'd be walking around delivering newspapers, and if I saw a car for sale, I'd be like, "Oh, well, how much is that?" I'd ask my parents, "Can I buy this?" And you know, uh, they would say, "When you get older, when you get a license." And my older brother, who is 3 years older than me, he got his license first, and you know, me and my twin brother would help him work on the cars, and my twin brother actually got a car before me. He got a Chevy. That's why I'm a Ford guy. But it's all these interesting things, and so I know quite a bit, not a lot, about cars. I've worked on them. I've raced them. I've owned quite a few, but I don't know a lot about. I'm learning, thanks to you guys, about diecast brands. You know, and one brand that I now love, and I only have a few examples of, but we're going to be showing a new one today, is Kyosho. And so, what's in the box? If you remember the Brad Pitt line from that movie, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" Well, unlike that movie, nothing unhappy. This is a happy little box. And because we want to keep it safe for 14-year-olds, I'm not going to explain what was in the box in the movie. If you're old enough, watch it. It was the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey. Phenomenal movie. Very dark. And for those that wonder where I get the packing material when I send you cars, there you go. I recycle the packing material. Sorry about all the peanuts in the packages recently. That's what I had available. So this I bought secondhand on eBay. And this lovely little thing is a TVR Tuscan S. And this is a limited production British sports car built between the years 2000 and 2006. Wikipedia will say that it was officially shown in 1999 at one of the international motor shows, but that's all fine and good. You couldn't actually buy them until 2000, so that's what I go by. So Kyosho, single screw on the base here. Don't look through the camera, Joe. Look. There we go. As if I hadn't learned from all the wires and screws of recent videos. But hopefully this will be worth a little bit of delay. So let's take a look at this. Kyoshos, in my mind, are very detailed. So let's take a look. So I can see a badge on the side. The mirrors is no painting. The rear details, you'll see the red dots there for the taillights and the Tuscan badge. Let's take a look at the base. So it's a plastic base. Kyosho, made in China, 164 TVR Tuscan S. Metal body, plastic base, rubber tires, factory authentic rims. I'm going to go into detail on the quote-unquote lack of details there in a minute, but I'll also be linking a Wikipedia article about this car in the description. So there on the front. Now, the grille here is body colored, and I will have to check Google Images, but I think they were body colored. And you can see the three small silver dots on each side. Those are the LED projector headlights. You can see the venting in the front of the hood. So it doesn't seem as if there's a lot of detail, but in fact, if you see one of these cars in person, there doesn't seem to be a lot of detail because the lights are, for the time, they were looking to be futuristic and cutting edge, and they are. So there's a nice TVR badge. Now, it's a small car, so getting in there to see the interior is kind of tough, but it does look like it is right-hand drive. Can we confirm that? Yep, right hand, the steering wheel is right there. You can see the wipers. It's a little disappointing that the mirrors don't have some silver paint on that. But this jelly bean of a car, this is what it really looked like. And now, most of my Kyoshos, which I will show all of my Kyoshos, are open-top roadsters. The TVR Tuscan was a retractable, a Targa roof. This center section, you can see this line here. So much like a 911 Targa, the roof comes off and folds down into the back. Now, if you're not familiar with this car, don't be ashamed. TVR, which started making limited production sports cars in the late 50s, has changed hands several times and has never been a large production vehicle. I don't know if any other die-cast brands, I believe somebody does, maybe even Hot Wheels does a TVR Tuscan. I'm not sure. I happened to find this when I was looking for the Mercedes that I got from Kyosho. The same seller had this Tuscan, and there are several others that are in my waiting list or watch list on eBay, Kyoshos. So this is nice. Maybe not as stunning as some of the other Kyoshos I have, and we will review them real quick. And this I got from an American seller on eBay. So I believe it came from Florida. They are second-hand cars. That's why they do not have the full packaging, just at least the base. And all my Kyoshos have a base, which is good. So the first Kyosho I purchased, I believe, was this Shelby Cobra 427 SC. And this is one of the nicest of my 11 Cobras. It ranks in detail probably number 3. The Shelby American Collectibles and the Hot Wheels 100%, and then this, and then the Greenlight and Matchbox, Malibu International, and so forth. But that's an earlier video that I may update at another time. The second Kyosho that I ever bought was this BMW Z8 or Z8. And I have several of these, mainline Maisto and Auto Art and this. And this is the finest example of this model that I have in diecast. Then recently, I got that beautiful 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata RS Roadster. And all of these have lensed headlights and lensed taillights. Now, the TVR does not, because it would be very difficult in this scale to do lensed headlights or taillights for such small features. And then, of course, that beautiful Mercedes-Benz 280 SL with... And, of course, this is one of my favorite die-cast. If I were to redo a top 5 challenge today, these might be them. And honestly, not. These are all wonderful models. And for those that are concerned, oh, Kyosho, it sounds expensive. So I was able to get a few of these in the United States, but others came from Hong Kong. but none of them, not one of these, cost more than $20, including shipping. They all bumped, even the ones coming from the United States, bumped between, say, $12 and $20, but none of them went over $20. Now, that's including shipping. I know we all try and keep a rational limit on how much we will pay for a car. I have broken that limit a couple of times with the Beyonce mini cars and that green light Ford Escape that I paid way too much for. Sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. But I consider these attainable for the average collector. So, sure, $20 is 20 mainline Hot Wheels in the United States. But in an exchange with chasing diecast cars today, a reminder is that a Hot Wheels that costs $1 in the United States costs much more in Europe and Australia. I believe from watching, Feck's Death and Tyrone in Australia, and even Brendan down there in New Zealand, Hot Wheels is the equivalent of $2 or $2.50 per car with exchange rates. In Europe, they can be as much as $3, and that'll vary from Germany to France to the Netherlands. But if you watch diecast dudes peg hunting, they're not that cheap. And then what we pay for premium Hot Wheels, $5, $6, $7. It puts it in perspective. The M2s on average are between $7 and $10. The Auto Worlds, I'll admit some of them were only $3 or so, but even Auto World are as much as $10. So it's putting in perspective. Kyosho, I believe, is an attainable brand, but you're not going to buy them in mass quantities. There are some Kyosho that I will not buy because of rarity of the model. There is a beautiful Kyosho Toyota model that I've been watching on eBay, and it is $45 before shipping. But Kyosho makes some models that others don't, like this Mercedes. There are some models they make, and then this Mazda, I know that Inno64 makes one. Hell, we compared this to a mainline Matchbox. The Z8, Maisto makes it a basis. So yeah, and the Cobra, everybody makes a Cobra. But my recommendation is that if you like odd cars, old classic cars, Kyosho is very attainable. I was watching a great video by Scale Enthusiast the other day where he was listing his 6 mistakes that diecast collectors make. And that, one of them that glared out at me, and is not something I suffer from, is the need to buy everything, to be a completionist. I would even add to that the need to have it now. Patience can be key. I remember over the last year, again, with Hot Wheels Premium, they get so hyped. Oh, I've got to have that right away. No, you don't. There was the Black Hole race set with the gassers and the black transporter. And it's a $25 set. I'm sure it's fine. But when it first was released, scalpers grabbed them, and they were on eBay, and they were on Amazon, and they were online for twice the price, $50. But then when the frenzy stopped, I have seen my Walmart, which if you saw my video today, if I had turned behind me, you would have seen a pile of 7 of those boxes, untouched since Christmas. So, sorry, that's my rant. But again, I wanna thank you all for your support. Please like, share, subscribe. Last I checked, I'm up to 85 subscriptions, and thanks to you guys for spreading the word. And hopefully, I will make content that interests you. Sometimes it will be a mainline Matchbox or Hot Wheels. Sometimes there will be Kyosho, Mini GT, Para 64, Inno 64, Shuko, Greenlight, M2, Auto World, Welly. We're all in this journey together, and my lane is not to get. I don't have any super treasure hunts. I have one White Lightning and maybe three green machines. I don't chase vehicles. I buy what I like. I buy what interests me, whether it's $1 or $20. So enough of me ranting. Oh, and if you live in an area where there is no Dunkin' Donuts, I really feel sorry for you. Sorry, that was just a cheap plug. Duncan, support my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of Kyosho. Would you go for them? I can even point you to some sellers on eBay if you're interested. Have a great night. Bye.